Hello everybody! This time around we're going to talk about Nintendo. More importantly about the remix. Listen, the NES remix, the first one, kind of got a last look to reviews. A lot of people, including myself, were kind of like, that's kind of cool they remixed, NES games, classic games we all know, and obviously did the second one. But when they asked the NES remix director about the possibility of Super Nintendo, Game Boy, or Game Boy Advance versions of this, basically said if there's a big enough outpouring of support for these titles, it'd be something he'd like to take a look at. Now, listen, what does he mean by outpouring exactly? Exactly. Does it mean NES Remix 2 has to do really well before they would think about this? Uh, Obviously, if I guess he is kind of saying, if there's a big enough outcry for it. And I think for Super Nintendo, especially, there would be a big enough outcry for it. There's a lot of Game Boy Advance fans. It's kind of the 25th anniversary of Game Boy. Kind of would make sense. You should do one this year. It's a Game Boy anniversary. But to me, it'd be kind of cool, though. I think it'd be cool to remix the old games in different ways. You know, then people never realized. Again, there have been hack ROMs done to these for years. This is not entirely something new, but it is something new for Nintendo itself to do it. And a lot of fans don't actually play the hack ROMs, to be honest with you. If Nintendo did, most of these people probably would. Uh, every popular system still has a loyal fan base. The question is there a big enough fan base for you to make money off it? And obviously, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, there would be. Especially the Super Nintendo, hands down. The Game Boy, you have to think there would be. It was around forever. Okay, there has to be a big enough base to do remixes of those, and hopefully it fits. Again, he may be saying that there has to be an outpouring for it because maybe Nintendo's already planned that. They're not going to say, hey, we're going to do it already. They don't. There'll be something they want to maybe surprise people at E3. Now it wouldn't be like the big unveil, obviously, but it'd be something that would add on to a bunch of surprising unveils at one E3, right? It'd be if Nintendo came out E3 and said, okay, Wii U, you're getting a new Star Fox, you're getting a new F-Zero, you're getting a new Metroid game, that's the old style Metroid game, or Metroid Prime, a bunch of games in a row. This would just continue add on to the holy cow, Nintendo really hit it out of the park with all these different things that people weren't expecting them to actually announce, like these coming out. It wouldn't be like the end show big thing, obviously. But I have been very, very tempted to get the remixes because I love the original NES games. Uh, I guess that's one reason why I haven't yet to actually hook my 3DS, since I actually changed my router not that long ago. Hook it up to the new one, curb the temptation to buy stuff on the online store because the 3DS is just so easily portable. And it is, despite I love physical copies of games, obviously, it is also great to have it and be able to carry it with you wherever you want to go. And remix, in some ways, a remix is basically, even though it's a lot of the same things from the original game, it just puts it in a different way that makes it fresh and new. So, the question to you is rather simple. Would you buy a Super Nintendo, Game Boy, or a Game Boy Advance remix if Nintendo did it for the 3DS or Wii U? Whatever one they put in. I still think they should do it for both. I know they've explained why they haven't done it for the 3DS, but I don't think it's that incredibly hard to do, to be honest with you. I just think it's one way to try and get attention to the Wii U. So, what do you think about the remixes? Would you be all in on it? Would you not be? I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on it, guys. And I will talk to you guys later.